my dear children. Good morning to you all. I hope you are fine and you are safe. Already we have learned the chapter 5, 95% of the portion we have completed. So the remaining portion, a simple topic is remaining. So today we are going to learn the topic in this lesson. Okay, chapter 5, human body. So what's the topic today we are going to learn is care of sense organs. So what are the sense organs? Say the five sense organs: eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and then skin. Then eyes, ears, nose, skin, and then one more, tongue. Okay, tongue. So, care of. So, what is care of? How we should take care of our sense organs. Okay, our sense organ is very important. So, how we should protect them. Okay, how we should protect them and keep them healthy. Okay, so separately we are going to learn about the parts and how we should protect them. Okay, how we should protect it. Okay, so the first one is eyes. How we should protect our eyes. So our eyes is used for seeing everything. If there is no eye, we cannot be able to see anything. So depends upon our vision. Okay, our vision means we are seeing, our vision totally depends upon our health. Okay, if the health is so bad, our defect will be, sorry, our eyes will be defected. Okay, so we need to protect our eyes from climate and from injuries. Okay, so what are the precaution? Do not touch your eyes with dirty fingers. Okay, with the dirty fingers we should not allow to touch our eyes. Okay, we should not touch our eyes with dirty fingers. Then second one, do not watch television for a long time. This is very notable, my dear children. We are in a quarantine days. Okay, we are in a quarantine day due to pandemic situation. We are in a quarantine days, so we should not allow to watch television for a long time because it is very dangerous for your eyes. Okay, it is very dangerous for your eyes and even for your mental health. Okay, so you are not allowed to watch television for a long time, even your mobile phones. Okay, the next one, do not read in low light. Okay, in low light we should not read. Okay, this will strain your eyes because if you are reading in your low light, we will strain our eyes to see the letters. Okay, this will also affect our vision. Okay, this will also affect our vision. Okay, so we should not read in the low light. Vitamin A improves the quality of our vision. Eat food rich in vitamin A such as carrots, papaya and apple. So, vitamin A is very important for our vision because it improves our vision quality. So, we should eat vitamin A rich foods such as carrots, papaya and apple. Okay, my dear children, it is very useful for you. Eat vitamin rich foods like carrot, papaya and apples during this season. Okay, so it is very useful for you. Ask your mom to give carrots, papaya and apple. Okay, then what's the next one is ears. Okay, ears. Okay, do not put any sharp objects such as pencils into your ears. It will damage your eardrum. Okay, if we feel any irritation in our ear, don't use any sharp object like pencils. Okay, do not use sharp objects inside your ears because it will damage your eardrum. There is an eardrum in your ears. It is useful for your hearing. It is very important for your hearing ability. So don't use pencil or pen your ears. Okay, the next point, do not let water enter into your ears while bathing. If water goes into ear, use sterile cotton buds to gently absorb the water. Okay, while you are taking bath, do, don't let water enter into your ears. Okay, don't let the water enter into your ears. And if sometimes if the water goes into your ear, clean it with the cotton, sterile cotton buds. Okay, no need to use cloth or anything. Use cotton buds for removing the water. Okay, the next one, if you have pain in the ears because of accumulated wax, do not dewax the ears yourself. Okay, if you feel any pain in your ears, if you feel any pain here due to the wax, a type of wax will secreted from your ears, right? So if you feel any irritation due to this wax problem, don't nod your ears with the help of anything. Just go to the doctor and consult. Okay, go to the doctor and consult about your problem. Next one, do not listen to loud music. Okay, you should not allow to hear loud music. Okay, then wear earplugs when you go swimming. Okay, while you are going to swimming, wear earplugs. This will help them to prevent the water enter into your ears. Okay, so these are the precaution taken to protect your ears. So what's the next one? Nose. Okay, the next one is nose. Okay, so when you wash your face every morning, blow your nose gently to clean it. Okay, so our nose help us to breathe, right? We are sustaining with the help of breathing, so we are our duty to protect our nose, to keep our nose clean. So while you are waking up every morning, blow your nose. Okay, blow your nose to gently to clean it, blow your nose. Then next one, always use a clean tissue paper or a hand kerchief to clean your nose. Okay, so every time you should clean your nose with a tissue paper or a clean hand kerchief. Okay, don't use any dirty things, use a clean kerchiefs. Okay, then when you catch a cold, clean your nose on a regular basis. If you have cold, clean your nose on regular basis. Don't get accumulation. Okay, so clean your nose every day. Okay, keep away from polluted areas. Okay, always we should pray away from our polluted areas. Okay, do you understand? Okay, we move on to the next one. So what's the next one? Tongue. What's the next one? Tongue. Okay, clean your tongue with a tongue cleaner. We want to clean our tongue with a tongue cleaner every day, twice every day, in the morning and in the night. We want to clean our tongue twice every day. Keeping your tongue clean is very important for fresh breath. Okay, keeping our tongue clean is help for fresh breath, means clean breath. Okay, then next one is, do not eat or drink anything that is too hot. Okay, we are not allowed to drink too hot and too cold drinks. Okay, do you understand? Okay, what's the next one? Skin. Okay, skin. Take bath regularly and clean every part of your body while cleaning. We should take bath every day and we need to clean all our body parts while bathing. Okay, so healthy skin help us to our wellness. So we should take care of our body and our skin. Okay, dry your body with a clean towel before you wear fresh cloth. Okay, we should dry our body with a towel and which is very clean, and before wearing a new cloth. Okay, do not scratch your skin if skin itches. It will make the itch worse. Okay, if you have any itchiness in our skin, do not scratch it with your hand. Okay, leave it, or else you put some medicine. If you scratch your itching place, it will become very worse. It will become a very big wound. So these are the precaution taken to protect our sense organs. Okay, do you understand? Yes. Okay, we move on to the next one. So what's the next topic is posture. Posture means how we want to walk in a right posture. Okay, so posture is a position in which we hold our body while standing, sitting. Is a position how our body should be while standing or sitting or lying down. Good posture is an easy and very important way of maintaining a healthy mind and body. Okay, good posture is very essential for maintaining our healthy body and our healthy mind. Okay, posture keeps bones and joint in a correct alignment. If you sit in a correct manner, then our joints will be, bones and joints will be in a correct manner. Okay, so we should sit properly in a correct posture. Okay, so the muscles are used properly. Sit up with your back straight and your shoulders back. Okay, we should sit straightly and make our shoulders back. Okay, then always walk in upright position. Do not stoop. Upright position means straight manner. Stoop means we should not bend. Okay, we should not bend. We should walk in a straight position and we should not stoop. What do you mean by stoop? Means we should not bend and walk like a grandmas. Okay, we should walk in a correct posture. This will help our joints and our muscles and our bones to be in a correct manner. Okay, then what's the next topic? Exercise. Is it exercise essential for our body? Yes, my dear children, exercise is very important for our body. Okay, exercise is one of the important thing that we can do for our health. For our health, so this is an important thing that help our health to be in a correct manner. Okay, the key is to find the right exercise. So we should find a correct exercise for ourselves, like our body condition. If you are too fat, we should control our diet and we should maintain a correct exercise. Okay, exercise benefits every part of the body including our mind. So exercise will help our body to be in a correct manner and including our mind also. Okay, exercising help people to lower the risk of some diseases. Okay, it helps the people to be in a risk of some diseases, and exercise will help our to lead a healthy life. So we are at the end of the lesson. Next we are going to finalize by recalling what are the topics we have learned. So the topic of lesson is human body, right? Then first we have learned what are the systems in our body: skeletal system, muscular system, nervous system, and finally we learned about sense organs. So what are the sense organs? Skeletal system include skull, spine, limbs, and ribcage joints. Skull, spine, limbs, ribcage, and joint. Muscular system. What are the two types of muscle? Voluntary muscles and involuntary muscle. Then in the nervous system, what are the parts include? Brain, spinal cord, and nerves. Then in the nerves, motor nerves, sensory nerves, and mixed nerves. Okay, then finally we learnt about our sense organs. What are the sense organs? Eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and skin, and how we should protect this, how we should protect it. Then finally human body and our posture and exercise. Okay, my dear children, next we will read the question answers and we will discuss it. Read after me. Okay. Okay, my dear children. My dear children, take your science notebook and read along with me. Okay. So first one, answer the following questions in one or two sentences. Okay. First part, answer the following questions in one or two sentences. Name any two internal organs. Name any two internal organs. Heart and lungs. You can write anything as your wish. Okay. Any two internal organs. You can write brain, you can write kidneys, liver, and anything as your wish. Okay. But I have given two internal organ. You can write anything as you needed. Okay. Name any two internal organs. Heart, lungs. Okay. Then next question. Name any two parts of the skeletal system. Name any two parts of the skeletal system. Skull, spine. Okay. Skull and spine. You can write backbone. You can write joints. Okay. As your wish, you can write the parts in the skeletal system. As your wish, you can write any two. Okay. Then the next question. What are cardiac muscles? Okay, what are cardiac muscles? Involuntary muscles in a heart are known as cardiac muscle. involuntary muscles. Okay, what do you mean by involuntary muscle? They work without the message from the brain, so that are involuntary muscles in the heart that are called as cardiac muscles. Okay, the next question, write any two functions of the spinal cord. We want to write any two functions of the spinal cord. The spinal cord relays message from the brain to different parts of the body to perform an action. It passes message from sense organs to the brain. So, the spinal cord relays messages from the brain to different parts of the body to perform an action. It passes message from sense organ to the brain. So, the first point says that the spinal cord will send the message, will communicate the messages from the brain to the different part of the body. Okay, it will send the message, it will get the message from the brain and send it to the different parts of the body to perform an action. Likewise, from different parts of the body it receives the signal and it sent to the brain. So these are the two functions of the spinal cord. So what are the functions of the spinal cord? The spinal cord relays messages from the brain to different parts of the body to perform an action. It passes messages from sense organs to the brain. Okay? Then the next question. What is mean by reflex action? What is mean by reflex action? The automatic response of the body to an event is called reflex action. It does not involve signals from the brain. Okay, the automatic response, a sudden response without the message from the brain. Okay, without the message from the brain, a sudden response, okay, automatic response of a body to an event or anything, okay, is called a reflex action. It does not involve signals from the brain. Okay, do you understand? Yes. Okay, we move on to the next one. Answer the following question. Okay, answer the following question. Draw and label an outline of the brain. Include a brief description of the role played by each part. This is an important question. You should learn thoroughly. Okay. Draw and label an outline of the brain. Include a brief description of the role played by each part. The cerebrum is the largest part of. So what are the parts of the brain? Say the three parts of the brain. Cerebrum, cerebellum and medulla oblongata. The cerebrum is the largest part of the brain. It makes up 85% of the brain's weight. The cerebrum is the thinking part of the brain and it helps us to think, read, speak and learn. It also controls the voluntary muscle. Okay, so the cerebrum is the largest part of the brain. 85% of the brain weight depends on cerebrum. Okay, the cerebrum is the thinking part which helps us to think, read and write. Okay, so it controls all the voluntary muscles. Okay, the cerebrum is the largest part of the brain. It makes up 85% of the brain weight. The cerebrum is the thinking part of the brain and it helps us to think, read, speak and learn. It also controls the voluntary muscles. Okay, the cerebellum is at the back of the brain below the cerebrum. It is smaller than the cerebrum. It is a very important part of the brain as it controls balance, movement and coordination. It is because of the cerebellum that we can stand upright, keep our balance and move around. So the cerebrum is at the back of the brain below the cerebrum. Okay, cerebellum is at the back of the brain below the cerebrum. Then it is smaller than the cerebrum. It is well compared with the cerebrum. Cerebellum is very small. It's the important part of the brain. Okay, because it controls the balance, our movement and our coordination. Okay, with the help of the cerebellum, we are walking straightly. We can able to stand straight and we are moving around. Okay, then that's the last part. The medulla oblongata is the smallest and important part of the brain. It joins the brain to the spinal cord. Okay, it joins the brain to the spinal cord. The medulla oblongata is the smallest. Okay, it's the smallest and most important part of the brain and it joins the brain to the spinal cord. Okay, okay. So this is the picture of the brain. Okay, this is the picture of the brain. My dear children, you should draw the picture of the brain. You should draw and label the part of the brain. So this is the cerebrum, and this is cerebellum, and this is medulla oblongata. Okay, my dear children, today's assignment for you, you should draw the picture of brain in a paper and take a video. You should say the parts in the video. You should mark the parts in the video. Okay, I want a video, not drawing. Okay, not a drawing video. First you draw, after that take a video and marking the parts. While marking the parts, you should take the video. I want to know whether you have understood or not. Do you understand? First draw the video, sorry, first draw the brain. Okay, after that take a video of marking the parts. Okay, marking the parts, you should say this is cerebrum, this is cerebellum, and this is medulla oblongata. Mark the brain. Okay, my dear children. Okay. Okay, my dear children, we are at the end of the video. Write down the notes, copy it in your science notebook, or if you have any doubt regarding your notes or your videos, you can call me or you can text me. Okay, be safe. We will meet in our next class. My dear children, I want you all to attend the Zoom interaction classroom. Make sure you are attending. Okay, my dear children, we will meet in our next class. Okay.